This week's video is for my perfectionists, for my imposter syndromes, for those that work so hard you can't see straight and then at the end of the day feel like you haven't done enough. This video is for you. You can tell, don't have the makeup on, didn't get the hair did. There was a lot of different things that go into prepping for these videos every week. And normally I have a supply of these videos that I can pull from if there's just a Sunday that I don't feel like doing it. Well, I have depleted my supply and it's been a day. So I want to introduce you to Loki. Loki is the newest member of our family. Super excited to get him. He's a 4-month-old German Shepherd. And we knew having a puppy would kind of flex things a little bit. What we weren't anticipating was how our 4-year-old was going to respond. So it has been a weekend of keeping the 4-year-old and the puppy from just turning into a tornado of destruction. So this week, we're shooting from the hip a little bit, and we're just kind of having a conversation. So I'm not a perfectionist, but I like to get as close to perfection as possible before something is released. As I was in my room folding clothes, I decided that for this week, it's not going to happen often because I am way outside of my comfort zone. But for this week, we're going to drop the perfection, we're going to drop the perfectly polished, and we're just going to have a conversation about what it means to just be. So this is primarily for my parents, but it holds for non-parents as well. Happy Monday. Welcome to this week's Weekly Wisdom. If you find yourself in a position where you are choosing not to do something because it won't be good enough, I beg you to reconsider. This is something I just turned 40 2 weeks ago. This is something that I've worked on all throughout my late 20s, and it looks like I will continue working on into my early 40s. I almost didn't do the video because I was overwhelmed, I was stressed, and it just, the perfectionist in me. But the piece that got me moving, which I have a sneaking suspicion many of you will have experienced as well, is the imposter syndrome. If I miss a week, what will they think? Instead of watching TV, I could have already filmed the video. You know, if I just go sit down and do it, it'll be done. So that little voice that's constantly pushing. Some weeks, most weeks, are fantastic. But I don't always want to film most weeks. I don't always want to film when it's fantastic. I think we need to put our real selves out on social media too. So this one's going to be short and sweet because I have to go back into the tornado. But I want you to know, no matter what's happening and no matter where you feel that you're at, you're doing a great job. I'm working on that, telling myself that today as well. Thank you for joining me for this week's Weekly Wisdom. Have a wonderful week. Send me loads of pixie dust. And don't forget, you got this. We